Hey y'all, my name is Becca Atkins, and today I will be presenting a SWOT analysis on DePrato's Italian restaurant. So, a SWOT analysis is basically a study that identifies an organization's internal strengths and weaknesses, as well as their external opportunities and threats. So, I chose DePrato's Italian restaurant because a few Sundays ago, my friends and I were looking for somewhere new to eat for brunch, and I'd always heard great things about DePrato's, but I never got the chance to try it, so I figured this would be the perfect opportunity to go. So for those of you who don't know, DePrato's is located on 342 Pickens Street in Columbia, and their hours are Monday through Saturday, 10 to 6, Sunday from 10 to 4, and they are open for brunch Saturday and Sunday from 10 to 2. So to get into the SWOT analysis, I want to say a few of the strengths that I noticed while I was there. So first off, I noticed that unlike most restaurants, DePrato's actually offers a pretty large waiting area both inside and outside their restaurant. And I'll kind of get into this later, but we did end up waiting for longer than they expected. But when we sat down, the staff was extremely apologetic, and they even gifted us with a free meal, which they totally didn't have to do. So I thought that was really awesome that they did that. And while we were there, our waitress and all of the other workers were extremely helpful, fast, and very knowledgeable. And despite the fact that they were slammed at brunch, the food did come out really fast. And just overall, the atmosphere was very upbeat and happy, and I could tell that all their workers genuinely liked working there. And I also included a few pictures. It's the pimento cheese dip is definitely a must-have. That's kind of what they're known for. And a lot of the sandwiches are also really good. So a few of the weaknesses that I noticed. First off, the parking was kind of a nightmare. They only really had a small lot in the back and then a few side street spots. But other than that, there's really nowhere to park. So we kind of circled for like 10 to 15 minutes, which definitely just put us in a bad mood from the start. And like I said before, our wait time was much longer than they predicted at first. And I know that we weren't the only ones this happened to. We kind of heard other customers talking about it, so that's definitely something that they need to work on. I also noticed that they were really understaffed. I know if they had more workers there, the wait time definitely would have gone down a little bit. And overall, the entire restaurant's decorations were a little dated, so they definitely could do another redecoration and kind of ramp up the restaurant. Some of the opportunities that they have, there's really not much advertising around Columbia for DePrato's. So I think if they kind of focus on attracting customers like families and students on campus, they could definitely attract a lot more business. And on top of that, if they added the Carolina card payment, that would definitely attract a lot more USC students. Another opportunity I noticed that their location wasn't really the best, so maybe if they opened up another location or just moved entirely to the Vista. The Vista I know is a really growing area, so that might be something to look into. And then, like I said, the parking was a nightmare, so I think just creating more spots around the restaurant could definitely attract more people. And also growing their social media presence would definitely be a big opportunity for them. Some of the threats that I noticed, a lot of the restaurants in the Vista and Five Points are a huge threat, mainly because of their location and their student-focused marketing, and their overall level of promotion just doesn't match up. And although their prices are surprisingly lower than I expected, there's still many restaurants around campus that are much more affordable that would attract those students that they're missing out on. And finally, their lack of hours. They do close at 4 p.m., and I saw on their website that they are going to start closing at 4 p.m. every day from now on. So that definitely cancels out a huge potential dinner crowd for them. But overall, I really enjoyed my time at DePrato's. Their strengths definitely outweighed their weaknesses. There's just a few things for them to work on, and I think that they would be a really successful business. Thank you for listening.